How are you doing? I'm coming to you on behalf of the Cornerstone Life Building Ministries. One thing all of us in America can agree on is that we all want to live in a secure and productive society. Even more importantly, we want to be a part in making that happen. The abuse of drugs and alcoholism is a plague that affects every single one of us. You or someone you know is suffering from addiction and alcoholism. You and someone you know has been a victim of a drug-related crime. You and someone you know is going to share the road with a drunk driver today. The overwhelming majority of all crime in America can be linked to drugs and alcohol. Domestic violence, child abuse, residential and commercial burglary, sex crimes, identity theft, the list goes on and on. Let us not be misled. Addicts and alcoholics are not monsters to be feared. Most of these offenders are not even hardened career criminals. Most of these offenders are just like you and me. They're blue-collar and white-collar professionals. They're good, smart, talented, resourceful, and loving people. They're students and athletes, mothers and fathers. They are people of every race, religion, nationality, and socioeconomic background across this entire country. Addiction and alcoholism does not care where you were born, who your parents are, how much money you make, where you live, or the color of your skin. What if I told you this was all preventable? What if I told you drug-addicted, alcoholic, convicted felons can be completely redeemed from all of their past afflictions? What if I told you that offenders who were once feared, mocked, and ridiculed can now be welcomed, productive, and honest members of our society? What if I told you that you can make all that happen? Cornerstone Life Building Ministry is a federally recognized nonprofit organization that is going to make this happen with our Powerhouse Sober Living environment. The Powerhouse Project is a Christ-centered sober living house for men who have already successfully completed drug and alcohol rehabilitation. We use the tools of the 12-step program along with the principles and teachings of the Holy Bible to transform men from their former lives dependent on drugs and alcohol to self-sustaining, productive lives of redemption. Step 1 says, we were powerless to our addiction, that our lives have become unmanageable. We are going to take powerless men and give them power. P-O-W equals R. Prayer, obedience, and worship equals redemption. Studies have already shown that men who transition back into society through a sober living environment have had remarkably higher success in areas of employment, family relations, finances, and overall productivity in their communities. The problem is that there just aren't enough resources. Here in Las Vegas, there are only 41 sober living homes in a city that has thousands of suffering souls. Here's how you can help. We need a house. We need at least a 4 to 5 bedroom house to serve our first group of residents. We need funding to sustain that house, to pay bills, and to develop resources for job training, resume building, and transportation. Donations are simple through our PayPal account, and our federal 501c3 status will provide you, your organization, or your company with a tax deduction. Get your debit cards and your credit cards ready. Let's change tomorrow by saving souls today. Amen.